Okay, the nervous system can be organized either structurally or functionally. So this video will be focusing on the structural organization of the nervous system. Next one will be the functional organization of it. So by structural, I mean we're talking anatomical locations or differences, okay? So the nervous system, let me do this. Let me just spell out nervous system. Okay, and this can be broken down into structural, or this is also anatomic, or it can be broken down functionally. That's a functional, okay? So let's just look at the structural one right now. Structurally, the nervous system is broken down into your central nervous system, which I will abbreviate as CNS, central nervous system. And your central nervous system consists of your brain, which is housed in your head, okay? It's encased or enclosed by your skull, which is the bones, which protects the brain. And it also contains the spinal cord. Okay, and the spinal cord is protected by it's located within the vertebral canal. It's protected by the vertebra of your back. Okay, so that is part of the central nervous system. The other component on here, let me back that up. I dragged that through. The other one is going to be your PNS, which stands for your peripheral nervous system. PNS for peripheral nervous system. And this is going to consist of nerves. And nerves are, and we'll learn these structures as we move forward, but nerves are bundles of axons in your peripheral nervous system, okay? The other component, and there's going to be three, so 2 for central nervous system, 3 for peripheral. The other one is going to be called ganglia. Okay, ganglia are clusters of neuron cell bodies along the nerve. Okay, so if you well, forget that. Let's just move forward. We'll get into this a little bit later. I don't want to get into it right now. So we have nerves, we have ganglia, and then we're going to have cranial nerves. Okay, cranial nerves are nerves that come off of the brain. Okay, so they directly come off of this big old structure up here, and then they come out and innervate whatever they're going to. So that's going to be called cranial nerves. Then we have the nerves and ganglia, which are part of the PNS, peripheral nervous system. Brain and spinal cord are part of your central nervous system. Before I go forward, let's talk about how many of the different type of cranial nerves and spinal nerves that we have. So when I talked about nerves, in this case, there's 43 nerves on each side of the body, left and right. Okay, those are your primary nerves coming off of the spine or your brain. Okay, now how that 43 is broken down is we have 12 pair, so 12 on the left, 12 on the right, 12 pairs of cranial nerves. And then we also have 31? Yes, 31 spinal nerves, again, paired, 31 left, 31 right, okay? So how that 31 is broken down is we're going to have, we've already had skeletal system. So we're going to have the cervical, thoracic, lumbar, sacrum, coccyx. Okay, so that 31 is broken down into 8 cervical nerves, 12 thoracic, 5 lumbar, 5 sacral, 1 coccygeal. Okay, so that's 20, 31 right there. All right, and then you add the 12 cranial nerves, that gives you 43 on each side. So those are the numbers that you will have to be aware of as well. So let me pull up a picture here, just kind of let you visualize these structures in a second. So let me pause and I'll be right back. Okay, I think you probably can see that picture right now. Okay, so the central nervous system, as we said before, is going to consist of your brain and spinal cord. Okay, so this is what we're looking at for your central nervous system. Okay, that's going to be this structure. As you can see, the brain is going to be housed within the skull, and then the spinal cord is housed within your vertebral canal. The other portion that we're looking at are all the other nerves that lead off from those structures. So cranial nerves are big old blue eyeballs. Okay, cranial nerves are nerves that's going to be coming off of the brain, and that's going to be a number of videos down the road. And then we have all these other peripheral nerves coming out here. Now the peripheral nerves can be sensory nerves, meaning they pick up sensations of some type. Okay, they can be motor nerves, meaning they are going to have some motor effect. So a nerve that goes to a muscle and it innervates the muscle is going to be a motor nerve. It's going to cause muscle contraction. A nerve that goes to your surface of your skin is a sensory nerve, which is picking up sensations of some kind. Okay, so that's what we're looking at for structural organization on here. Now we're going to get into much more detail on the various components of this, so stick with me. The next video we are going to look at the structural organization of your nervous system. All right, thank you.